Happy Sunday.
Welcome in, everyone. It is another Sunday night here at How We Cruise. It is, if it's your first time here, see, I told you you're throwing me off with this stupid elbow. You got to stop that. It's your first time here. I'm Brian. This is Julie. We do this every Sunday night where we get to come on and you get to watch us fight with each other for an hour.
So, literally, right before we started, he goes, "That really does invade my personal space."
I can't.
I can't either. Oh my God. Hi, guys. Happy Sunday.
Welcome in. If you're not your first time here, it looks like we have a lot of familiar faces in the chat. Thank you, everybody, for being here every Sunday. We love coming in and talking with you guys. We love talking about cruising. We want to answer your questions about cruising. I know there's a lot of questions this week. There's a lot of stuff going on. I say it every week. We had a busy week, but we had a busy week booking your guys' vacations. So it looks like a lot of y'all are booking stuff. And there's some good Labor Day deals out there. So depending on what your favorite cruise line is or what your favorite resort is, definitely, if you can, this is a good weekend to put down a deposit.
I think even more than, the promos and everything kind of cycle through and whatever, but more so like everybody's planning something now. There's lots of stuff in the hopper for everyone, not just us, but us. So who we got?
Well, let's say hello to everybody. Kathy, I hope you're back from dinner. Laura's here. Shane is here. Hi, Mom. Nice to see you. As always, thank you for the support. Mary
I said in the chat, I didn't talk to my mom all day today. Hey, Mom.
Don't call us now, Mom. Call us in like a little bit.
I'll talk to you after.
Let's see. Who else do we have here? I said Mary Ellen is here. Wendy is here.
Her first time. I think you said it's your first time ever being on time, which is mostly true.
No, we're pretty. Shayna says she's technically not touching you. It doesn't matter, Shayna. It doesn't matter.
Look.
Stop.
You have no. Stop. I'm not touching you.
Oh my God, this is like hello. Michelle is joining us from Facebook World. Hello, Michelle. Nice to see
Michelle.
You. Hi, Amy. Fresh off.
Hello. Okay.
The star of the
seas. We need to know what you thought because I loved your pictures. You had amazing pictures.
Amy was competing with us for who could take the most pictures of Star of the Seas.
Oh no, she won by a landslide. She did. You not only had a lot of awesome pictures, but they were amazing shots. So good job.
Jamie is here. Hello, Jamie. Nice to see you.
How are I meant to reach out and see how you're feeling. I hope that you're feeling well. And hello to Sharon. I hope that everybody's doing good.
So we've got the inaugural sailing of Star of the Seas happening, the original inaugural happening right now. So we want to play a little game with you guys tonight.
We do.
Before we get to that,
happy Labor Day weekend. It's like the official end of summer.
So if it's Labor Day, aren't we supposed to get Labor Day off?
Tomorrow's Labor Day.
So that's why you're making me work today.
I didn't make you work.
Okay. Something like that.
I was gonna say something, and I was like, "It's not gonna come across as funny to anybody else as it would to me." So I'll just.
Let's see. Amy says 4 days was not enough. I love taking pictures. So much to take pictures of. Absolutely. And tonight we want to hear your opinions.
I'm gonna be honest, Amy. I was going tonight as we were doing our thing. I was like, "There's so many pictures of things specifically that I thought I got or would have wanted to get that I'm like, I can't believe I didn't get a picture of that." Specifically on Star. And teaser alert, I did have to go back to some of my icon pictures to use, but not very many. There's a very, very few that I had to do. Less than a handful.
Shug and Mima in the house. Nice to see you guys. Thanks for coming in and joining us, Marty. Sheena says commercial. We never get commercials mid-life for you.
Are you getting you're getting commercial? Ooh.
Well, let us know when it's over. We'll wait.
She's in a commercial. She doesn't know that.
That's true.
Actually, she posted that. It's probably already back. I don't know. Anyway, guys, I don't know. We're figuring it all out. I hopped in on a TikTok live today, which we have not done yet. What guys, are any of you on TikTok? Do you guys want us to go live on TikTok? We've considered it. We can go live and we never have. And I don't know. That's in my
Feel very
20.
comfortable here. This is
Okay.
kind of our space.
It's August
Kind of our home.
31st, right? September of 2025. So we're nearing the end of the year. For 2026, I think I want to be able to, I don't know,
Expand.
I don't know, just be able to like
Like that one.
play with the, I don't know, different platforms. I don't know.
All right.
Anyway,
well, we've got how many days until your next cruise? Because we've got 63 until this little guy right here, which is not exactly what we're talking about tonight, but it's what we did spend a lot of work on today. So we have 63 days until the MSC Meraviglia. It's the next How We Cruise group cruise. We did spend a lot of time working on some other group cruise stuff.
Wait for it.
You'll have to be patient. But
wait for it. Not quite legendary, but very starstruck. So we'll talk about it later.
But we'll talk about that later. But this one's going from Brooklyn. So if you're in the Northeast, we are working on, we're not working on, we're going. But what's been fun is final payment for this one was a couple weeks ago. And after final payment, we've had some people reach out to us to try and join the group cruise. And what we learned is you can still do that. It will book you at the going rate, which is actually really good this weekend. And then we'll pull you into the group and get you all connected up. So let's see. Team Reese is here, says, "Hi guys, popping in just to say hello. Sorry we missed your comment earlier. Didn't see till we were ending. I'm under the weather, so I headed to bed soon, but catch the replay. We have to catch your replay earlier. Also, we came in right as Ray had a little moment there, and we hope all is well with you guys and RJ, and prayers for a good school year there. So I know we missed something there, but we'll have to catch up with you guys. So thanks for popping in.
Speaking of getting back to the school year, this is like, so
oh my gosh.
Bryce started on Thursday. So just to catch you guys up with us real quick before we jump into everything. Bryce started school. He started high school on Thursday. So that was fun. And his very first high school football game was on Thursday.
High school's tough.
That was awesome. Like we had a lot of fun just being able to go to the game, and he was out on the field, and that was great.
Now, y'all know I'm not the biggest football guy.
No, you're not.
More of a hockey, more baseball. But I tell you, that game came down to the last 30 seconds, and we won it over our rival town on a field goal. And man, can that kid kick? That was a great kick. So
it was a really exciting game. And it's a game. It's a team that we haven't played in like 20 years. So not only was it like a really great close game, but so it was exciting. It is everything you want football to be.
Katie had her first field hockey tournament.
She did. That was super fun.
Kevin had his football scrimmage, and his first game is next weekend.
Yep. And Katie and Kev start school on Tuesday after Labor Day. So that is where we're at. That's what we're up to. And other than planning our group cruises and MSC and things
other than that, nothing going on here.
We may even have something else coming up this week.
Oh,
I meant to ask you if you wanted to.
Oh, we can totally talk about that.
I don't know.
Hey, so guys, we talk a lot about family cruising. We cruise with the kids a lot, but occasionally it's nice for Julie and I to get away a little bit. And one of the best ways to do that is Virgin Voyages. So this Thursday, we're going to be fortunate enough to board the brilliant lady who's going to be spending a little time in New York. We're going to tour the ship for the day.
No, we're not sailing on her.
No, we're not.
We're not sailing. We're just going to go visit her. We're going to do a ship tour.
No, ship tour.
I just want to make that clear.
But I got to give. Now, I don't want to over predict here, but Virgin Voyages sounds to be very accommodating with their ship tours, and we're going to be able to spend quite a few hours on board.
Yeah,
so
I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
If you stay tuned.
Definitely watch for the pictures. I don't think maybe we'll do some sort of short or something.
I'm wondering if we might even go live.
Oh,
we might have enough time.
I didn't think about that. Okay,
we might. We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll test their Wi-Fi. We'll see.
I'm excited because you know what? I'm especially excited to visit the ship before we eventually sail on her, because we right now are very focused on our family and our kids and everything. And even when we get away, we're still thinking about the kids and whatever. So
But
that'll be fun to see.
Virgin Voyages is great for excellent food, excellent entertainment, and if you're looking for that kid-free environment. So we're looking
amazing
forward
reviews,
to seeing
especially
that.
if you're a foodie and everything else. So
hello, Roger. Thanks for joining us. So you want to get into a little bit of your this or that, or what do you want to do here?
Yeah, so I mean, we got to keep rolling, right? We got to keep rolling with Star because we're so starstruck. We had an amazing time. We cannot wait to be on her again soon. And I'm even more excited to be on her again because now I have a plan. Even though we were on Icon, like I have a plan for really how we're gonna just navigate that ship for 7 days. So we have not done a this or that in a while. We thought you guys might have a little fun with us. We did a little bit of this and that with Star of the Seas.
Well, and we also, so we're gonna be honest. This is also market research for us.
Oh well,
with the upcoming Star of the Seas group cruise.
It is, guy. Okay,
we want to know what you guys like.
There may be an elephant in the chat or the the room. Well, I was like, it's not the room, right? We're like an elephant in the YouTube live stream. I don't know. Anyway,
Matt says, sorry for being tardy. I'll do better next time. You get detention.
My point is we have kind of teased the Star group for a while. Guys, we are on it. We are in the works, and stay tuned because we're going to talk a little bit more about that and what more to get us excited for a future group on Star of the Seas than a little this or that.
All right.
So if you've played with us before, this or that, we put this together. Most of these pictures are our own. Not all of them. Some of them are borrowed. Some of them are stock. Most of them are ours. And there may be one or two that I borrowed from our previous trip on Icon.
Jamie says, who are you calling an elephant? I'm going to elbow you. All right, let's get started. So, all right, this or that. So the way this works, we're going to scroll through a bunch of, and you have to pick one or the other, which you would prefer.
We want to know.
Feel free to comment on it. We're going to talk about some of these, but it's a game. But this does require audience participation.
Yeah, we want to know.
All right,
we want to know. So, by the way, I did take that picture of the pearl. That was a beautiful picture there.
I tell you, so the difference between the pearl on Icon and the pearl on Star is color. There was just so much color, like just.
Okay, so I thought the pearl, and I'm going to use that word for the third week in a row. I thought the pearl was more iridescent on Star, and I know it's exactly the same.
What does iridescent mean?
I don't know. Sparkly, clear, colory.
I thought it meant like you could see through it.
Yeah, kind of clear, but that's how the pearl makes it feel. I don't know. That's the best I can say.
I don't know. With the red thing up the top, it kind of reminds me of Star Wars, like in the scene where Han Solo gets into the carbonite and then goes with Boba Fett and goes over to Jabba the Hutt.
I have no idea what we're talking about. No idea. Anyway, on Star, what Icon had that Star doesn't is Icon had that rainbow ceiling in front that went through the promenade. And I noticed that Star did not have that.
No.
I like it without better than I like it with. And I like the pearl better. I don't know. There's something I can't put my finger on. I didn't study it, guys. I didn't study it.
All right. Let's get started with our first one. This or that. Is everybody ready? You get to choose this or that.
So let's preface it with, we said swim and tonic, or the Hideaway, because they're both now adult areas. 18 plus. Or is Swim and Tonic 18 plus?
Swim and Tonic
I'm sorry.
Now 18
I meant
plus.
Hideaway. It's not more than 18, right?
These are both 18 plus.
18 plus.
So would you rather spend your day in the Hideaway pool at the back of the ship with a DJ, or would you rather spend your day in? I can click on it.
Okay, click on that one as we talk. Because thank you, Shayna.
Shayna is our resident and says translucent is see-through, iridescent is more like how the sun reflects on it.
And that's exactly how I feel with Star Pearl is. Thank you. So I used it correctly.
Let's see. Amy says swim and tonic. Jamie says Hideaway. Now, Jamie, I'm going to call BS on this one because I know from cruising with you that you love yourself a good swim up bar that serves drinks and has stools, and you don't have to get out of the pool.
Why would a swim up bar not serve drinks?
Well, because you don't have to get out of the pool to get your drinks.
All right, what do we got? We got hideaway. Lots of hideaways. So
Amy says hideaway was way too crowded. Nice for you, but then I moved out. Yeah, I can't disagree with that. A lot of people say hideaway.
You know what?
Wendy says hideaway, Swimitana is way too small.
This is true. Can I weigh in?
Yeah, you should.
All right. Not as the elephant. I think that I like the hideaway for outside of the pool, for the lounge area, for the bar, for the drinks. They have amazing cocktails there.
Yeah, I get it.
And I really, really like that loungy area at the bar and the seats and the chairs and everything. I love that.
I thought it was too hot.
No, you're in the shade there.
Only if you're sitting at the bar.
That's what I'm saying. That's the area that I like of the hideaway.
Okay.
Let me finish. So that's the area of the hideaway that I like. For that, hands down, it is a favorite. Not I want to say one of, but it is a favorite place on the ship. But I think if I'm going to be in the pool and whatever, the swim and tonic is great as long as it's not too crowded. I want to either sit like on the corner edge of the bar, or like the ledge on the side, or maybe even at one of the tables like in the pool. But like if it's too crowded, then it's just not fun. Like, nobody wants to.
Both of these areas were
maybe
super
if you're
crowded.
like on spring break and you're 20, but
both of these areas were super crowded. And I'll say this: now that both of these areas are 18 plus, if that pool ever closes, you can't blame the kids. That's all I'm saying.
This is true. This is true.
Seamus says, I assumed hideaway was less crowded than swim and tonic. Now I'm not sure. I tell you, swim and tonic is small, and that's what makes it a little bit crowded. But hideaway is bigger.
Can they see your mouse? I don't know if they can see your mouse on the shared screen.
No, they can't. No.
Okay, because I was going to circle that. In the one nice thing though that I like about the hideaway is they do have those like daybed things in them. They have 3 or 4 of them in the pool. Now they are not first come first serve. You do have to reserve them. And when you reserve them, it comes with a package. You get it's for like 4 people. You get towels there. You get bar service, or not included. It's whatever. But you get somebody that attends to you, and there's like a champagne bottle and water is waiting for you. So, I mean, that's a nice touch. But who wants to be on a daybed that you can't move? That you could relocate, but you paid for it if it gets too crowded.
It does get a little hot in there too. And there's really not a lot of shade in either area, but I would say there's probably more shade at the hideaway than the swim and tonic. So, all right, you want to move on to the next one?
Amy said she didn't have any issue getting a space at swim and tonic.
Yeah.
I didn't see it overcrowded, but
overcrowded. It's just busy.
I thought it was fine. I think for in the pool, I prefer swim and tonic, and for the lounge and the bar, I prefer hideaway. All right, what do we got? We got Overlook and Cloud. So this or that, Overlook or Cloud 17. Right. So the reason we chose these two, the Overlook is the very front. It's the Aqua Dome, very front of the ship. It is beautiful glass dome ceilings. You could see views as far as you can see. It's absolutely gorgeous. There's 2 bars, there's lounges, there's pods. It's a fantastic place. They can really get good views. Cloud 17 is on deck 17. It is starboard side, and it's an infinity pool. So you also have amazing views. So we were talking about views here. Views, experience. Would you rather hang out in the lounge, be out at the pool, in the bar?
So the first one that we did between the hideaway and swim and tonic, that's like your loud party area. That's where I like to be. This one is the more chill, relaxed kind of place. So the Overlook is very quiet, kind of like a library. Cloud 17 is kind of quiet, kind of like I have a name for it, but you have to cruise with me. A lot of votes for the Overlook.
You've said it in some other lives if you haven't caught it yet.
Everybody's saying Overlook for Roger says bars and easy access to food. Yeah.
What I love about the Aqua Dome too is it's super, because I didn't put anything in here, but I love the Aqua Dome market. It's amazing. 5 food trucks. It's super good. Really good.
All right.
So that's Overlook.
All right, let's talk about a little bit of music and dancing. All right. Are we going to do a little salsa dancing in boleros, Or are we going to rock it out in the music hall where they have the club at night? Where are we going? Where are we going? We going to Boleros or are we going to music hall? Where are we going to go? Where are you going? I know where you're going.
Where am I going?
You're not going to Boleros. You don't dance.
Well, they dance at both places.
Yeah, but music hall, you can dance like this.
He's right, though. I would go to the music hall because I think I like the music there. Boleros just gets loud for me and whatever. I do like the atmosphere there, though. Amy had a really good comment. I don't want to rewind, but I just want to say she said I completely missed Cloud 17, and I can't believe I missed that. Overlook was very nice. Amy, I know why you missed it. It's very hard to get to.
It's not easy.
It was designed, the flow of that ship is amazing. It's designed to be difficult to get to. You actually have to go inside on deck 17, up the stairs or the elevator, and come out on 17 and come out by the suites. So there's no easy way to pass through, no matter where you are on the ship, you have to plan to kind of get there. So that is why if you plan on going on Star, Icon, Legend, or any of the other Icon class ships, be aware of that if you want to check out Cloud 17.
Jamie says, music hall for us, no salsa unless it's with chips. Mom says the music hall. Shayna says the music hall, but might swing by Boleros for supper for a drink. Looks like we got a music hall crowd with us here. Now, they always have a cover band in the music hall. And on our sailing, it was Velvet Elvis. And we unfortunately never made it down there to see them. But they get such rave reviews.
Well, it was only a 3-day, and we had so much to see and do. We just never made it there.
This ship really should be at least a 7-day.
What I love though about the music hall on these ships is that it connects the casino. So you can go out to the casino, in from the casino. Of course, it's 2 stories, like many of them.
So Julie can tell me she's going to get a drink and sneak away to a slot machine.
I mean, not that I would do that.
Well, I've done that. All right. Amy said we had a Journey cover band. They were great. Oh, we missed them. They were on one of the ships we were on, and we missed them by a week, and we ended up with Aeromyth, who's also very good. But I want to get the Journey one.
I was trying to come up with a quick one.
I want the Journey
Believing, and I did. It didn't.
No,
work.
It
was ringing in my head.
A lot of these bands, you don't know which one's going to be on. You got to follow their individual Facebook pages to see where they're going to be. So, all right.
But a lot of them cycle through. So.
Yeah. Ooh, what did you do?
I don't know what I did.
Something over
no,
there.
I didn't.
Okay. All right, you ready for the next one? All right, where are we going now?
Let's do it.
Uh-oh. There we go. All right. Let's calm it down a little bit. Where do you like your coffee from? Are we heading over to the Park Cafe in Central Park? Or are we going up to the Pearl Cafe?
First of all, if you're going for coffee, which is amazing, unless you want a specialty coffee, which you can get at the Pearl Cafe, awesome, great, cool. It's Starbucks brand. You can get any kind of specialty coffee there that you don't have to pay Starbucks pay. It can be included in drinks and whatever. Amazing, awesome. But you can self-serve yourself coffee at both these places exactly the same. This is a really, really tough one for me. So I'm not going to weigh in yet, but I will say this. Pearl Cafe has amazing grab and goes that change out every day.
Hold on. Before you get any further, we're going to do this. Mary Ellen says, what's the difference?
Here we go.
All right.
Here we
Ready,
go.
Mary Ellen? Get your pen out. Here we go.
So the Pearl Cafe is on deck 6 at the very top of the Pearl. Amazing views also. You sit out at the windows. It has the specialty coffee bar. It would be similar to the Promenade Cafe on the other Royal ships. So all your specialty coffees are there, but also they have 3 sections of grab and go. They have the dessert, and then they also have, of course, hot sandwiches that switch out. They had amazing desserts that switch out. Of course, they have some that are the same every day, but also other ones that switch out. Just a really great variety. Lots of seating, also lots of like charging ports, and it's really like a coffee shop. You feel like you're sitting in a really cool, amazing view coffee shop, whether you're looking at the Pearl and the Promenade or whether we're looking out at the sea, with really good food, super huge portions, because I wanted to get like a tiny little, it was the one day we were there, the first time we went, and they had this really good like Thai pasta salad. I'm like, that sounds like really good for a snack. When I tell you, it was it was grab and go, so I couldn't ask for a smaller portion. And then I felt really bad because I couldn't finish it. It was delicious, but anyway. So that is the Pearl Cafe. Park Cafe is in Central Park. It is just like the other park cafes, only I feel like they kind of upscaled it or upgraded it, just not upscaled it, but upgraded it a little bit. They have the same grab and goes. They have soup. They have their salad bar. They have an amazing breakfast bar, desserts. They have that's where you're going to get your roast beef sandwich. I can never say the name of it. It starts with a K. And then if you notice in this,
Shannon said it right as you mentioned it.
Yes.
Where is it? I'll give it to you right there. The park has the
Kumowak. I can never say it. So anyway, that's it. Get it. I usually get it with without, not on the roll, with horseradish and the gravy. But anyway, super good. And if you notice in this picture, I'm pointing, like you guys can see me pointing. Those little wooden boxes, there's 2 of them there. They've been both on Icon and on Star. Those now hold bags of chips. So you used to, on the other ships, you can usually ask for a bag of chips and they'll give them to you. Now the chips are grab and go. And they're usually, they have barbecue. I think they're all Lay's, like barbecue Lay's, regular Lay's. Anyway,
Mary Ellen says, sounds like Pearl Cafe for me. And I'm going to say this, Mary Ellen, as somebody who we know works a lot from your ships, this ship has 2 great places that you can get some work done. And one is Pearl Cafe. The other is the Overlook up in the Aquadome. We saw so many people with their laptops out, so many people on Zoom calls, conference calls, and they have these little pods. There's actually 3 of them on Star that are kind of elevated up like a staircase. And there were people that were sitting in them all. We couldn't even sit in one because they were so busy all the time. Somebody's always on a call or doing something.
Yeah, to do work, I think definitely the Overlook. The other thing that's nice about the Pearl Cafe is it's open 24/7, 24 hours a day.
And one thing that's even better about Pearl Cafe is if you cruise with us and the kids are there, Brian and Kevin deliver.
They do. Now the Park Cafe is not open 24 hours a day. It definitely has hours that cycle through. But I will say this, it's really hard for me because Park Cafe is definitely my go-to in the morning. I grab and go the fruit and the yogurt parfait. That is my go-to. And Pearl Cafe for any other time of day, especially late at night, I'd prefer that over Sorrento's. Even though I love Sorrento's, I love a grab and go.
Nothing touches my Sorrento's.
I know. I not knocking Sorrento's. I just would. I love the grab and go for Pearl.
All right, let's go back to some fun stuff.
All right, let's do it.
All right. Do you like Thrill Island Water Park? Or do you like the Surfside?
We put the slasher Thrill because I was gonna say the water park versus like the water, but Thrill Island, which also includes
my favorite eatery,
the mini golf, the Lost Dunes. It includes the water park. It includes the flow rider.
Deserted.
Yep, base camp, deserted. So that whole kind of area up there. Or would you rather be down in Surfside, which is like the boardwalk? And now you do have the Surfside Eatery, you have the Lemon Post, you have the splash pad, and the infinity pool at the end of the ship. But it is kind of more very kid friendly, family friendly. It's got the arcade. It's got Sugar Beach.
Hold on, we have
sundries.
Hold on, we talked about this a little bit earlier, but this is an important thing. We were talking about Swim and Tonic and Hideaway being adults only. Dan says he just got off Icon. And Swim and Tonic Lifeguard will actually turn away if under 18. They actually looked at his son's CPAS card.
That's good to know. They're actually checking the CPAS cards.
That's a change in what it was originally. So I'm not surprised that they're checking. I'm a little disappointed in the fact that they made that 18 and up. I know that my opinion is not popular, but
I have kids.
But that's my opinion.
It was nice to know that they could like come and whatever. But I'm okay with it. It's a bar. It's a bar and a pool. It's okay. So I think I picked Surfside.
Let's see. Mary Ellen said Surfside, I think Playmakers is still there. So Playmakers is actually tucked in, not actually outside. It's inside.
It's inside.
It's one deck up, one deck down. It's nearby.
So Surfside,
it's just around the corner. Kind of
comes out 5 and 6 or 6 and 7.
Jamie says got to go Thrill Island because of the base camp bar.
Yeah.
Base camp bar I think is a little better than my personal preference over the Lemon Post.
So, Jamie, you were on Icon, and base camp itself, the eatery, was an upcharge for most things, and there was a couple free things there. Now on Star, just to let you guys all know, base camp is all included. So there's no upcharge there at all. And they still have the smash burger. They have the tots. They have the burgers. They had did they have the whatchamacallits, the cheese curds. Those were really
Larry
good.
says they just beat the Junior Preds 1-2-1. Play for the championship tomorrow. Get those kids all a drink from the lemon post, is what I say. Congratulations on that one, Larry.
Awesome.
Larry, I'm actually updating my USA Hockey stuff right now. It took me over an hour to get the kids registered, get me registered, and update all my safe sport and all that other stuff training. So USA Hockey owns me. Shayna has a good question for me, and I promise not to go too long on it. But Shayna says, how do you feel about the update to Celebration Key allowing older kids in the adult side? Hold on, let me go get my soapbox. There's been a lot of advertisement in the cruise community recently about adults only cruise ships like Virgin Voyages, about there's adults only sailings on some lines now. Carnival's got one, and adults only areas on ships, and cruise lines marketing as family friendly, world's best family vacation, all these kinds of things.
We debate this. We talk about this
I
a lot in
get
the
it.
Kearns house between me and him.
I get it.
We agree on a lot of it, but we also debate about it a lot.
I get it. These ships, especially the Star that we're talking about today, amazingly awesome ships. And there's so many areas that, and I've seen it on Norwegian, I've seen it on Carnival, I've seen it everywhere, where they're compartmentalizing these areas, saying only for these people, only for these people, only for adults, only for suites, only for this, only for that. And that goes against what cruising was when I first started. And I like everything being open to everybody. That's my opinion.
So one of the things that I love about the Icon class ships, right? Icon and Star and hopefully Legend, is that they don't necessarily, minus Surfside, or not Surfside, yeah, well, not Surfside, minus the Hideaway and Swim and Tonic. It's included for everyone, even if they kind of try to gravitate you to different areas. I think that's great. I do think that if you go on a cruise that's family oriented and marketed towards families, that's that they shouldn't exclude whatever. However, Celebration Key is different. It's a private island off ship, but whatever. But it's the same concept, right? Kids and adults and whatever, to offer a place for adults only, I'm okay with. I really am. But again, if you don't complain if you go on a cruise and you're in an area and there's kids or whatever and you don't think they should be there, because then maybe you should be cruising a different cruise line.
Carnival. So Shayna says, so Shayna and Julie's comments here kind of overlap each other. Shayna said, hi, Julie. She said they found it interesting that Star and Royal were limiting. So on the Icon class ships, you got the Hideaway area, which is adults only. You've got the Swim and Tonic, which is adults only. You've got several shows that after a certain hour are adults only, the comedy shows, things like that.
Well, that's every line.
I know.
Every Carnival, Norwegian, and Royal all do that. They have adult only comedy shows.
But Julie says here there are kid only areas on ships. Now, what Royal tried to do with Surfside is they tried to make like a whole kid only neighborhood. But I stand by the fact that kid only Surfside, or that kid focused area,
not kid only.
Not kid only. You're right. Kid focused is really focused on like your 8 and unders, your 7 and unders.
No.
And if you've got our kids didn't super love it. They wanted to be upstairs.
Yes, but I used to think that. But let me weigh in real quick, because, and this is supposed to be this or that, so I don't want to rehash this, but I do want to say this about Surfside. When we were on with the kids, that's how we felt. We didn't want to be there because the kids were like, they felt like maybe it was too kiddish for them. Without the kids, when we were on without the kids, I liked it that much more, because I found that I love the Surfside Eatery. For breakfast, that's going to be my go-to now on that ship. I loved the Lemon Post. I love it for their alcohol drinks, but also for their mocktails and things. I liked the atmosphere, and I got a different view, like with the arcade there and everything. I enjoyed being there. So it is for kids of all ages. All right, let's do it.
All right,
I
digress.
We've killed Thrill Island and Surfside to death.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to the next one. All right.
What time is it, and what slide are we on? 3?
No, we're on we gotta pick up the pace a little bit. We gotta pick up the pace a little bit.
Stop. We need to stop talking.
All right.
Just let you guys vote.
Adventure. Who's my crazy people? Who likes going off the side of the ship on a harness And who's climbing up a rock wall? Are we going to Crown's Edge or are we doing Adrenaline Peak? What do we got? What are we doing?
I know what I'm doing.
What are you doing?
You can all.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm definitely doing Crown's Edge over the rock wall because I've done the rock wall before, and I'm not very good at the rock wall. But so one, you actually have to climb. The other, you just hang there.
Hopefully, you just hang there.
Well, hopefully.
I've discovered in my old age that I really don't like heights. I used to have zero problem with it. I was a rock climber. I used to do sport climbing. All that. Yeah, not anymore for me. So I'm going to pass on this one. Jamie says neither will be in the casino. Casino's on deck 3 on the ship.
So. And then the who's it called?
Let's see. A lot of say neither one. Amy says I booked Crown's Edge but couldn't do it. I forgot socks. I was so bummed.
Oh no. Oh, yeah. So we were gonna do Crown's Edge and we just didn't find the time to get there. Again, like you said, Amy, like the 4 days, we were there 3 days. 3 days, yeah.
We were 3. We did 3.
It's just so short. There's so much to do. You can't do it all. All right, what do we got? What do we got next? We'll keep it rolling now.
All right. Surfside, well, Julie already gave away her preference. All right, guys, we going to so the Surfside Eatery, if you haven't been there, is like a little mini buffet down in the Surfside neighborhood. And then, of course, your Windjammer is your regular buffet that has a little bit of everything. So where do you want to go? Want to go to Surfside Eatery or are we going to want to Windjammer?
Well, nobody's weighing in on this one yet. So I'll tell you again, I liked Surfside because it was a little bit smaller buffet. Obviously, the Windjammer is humongous. I love the Windjammer for any other time of day, but for breakfast, they had a lot of like kid-friendly, fun things. They had like this hot dog roll that was like a breakfast sandwich. They had the Fruit Loop donut that I ate on the live. Just fun things, but it wasn't crowded. They had plenty of seating. It was out on the boardwalk. You could sit inside or outside. It was, less crowds, definitely.
Seamus said probably Surfside for less crowds. I tell you, we did a live stream from there.
And the food was just as good.
And it was, same exact food. Except for that donut that had Fruit Loops all over it.
And like I said, everything kind of had a kid twist. They had a bunch of other stuff too, but it was just subtly kid. Like they had the s'mores bran muffin. They turned a bran muffin into a s'more, and I'm like, so it's gonna get your kids the one to eat too.
Jamie says Windjammer. We don't want a mini buffet. I tell you,
it's not a mini. I mean, it's not really a mini buffet. It's pretty big.
But it doesn't have. Listen, if you're going to the corners of the Windjammer or the corner of the buffet, trying to find the unique stuff, or you really want that made to order omelet or something like that, you got to go Windjammer. But if you're just picking your scrambled eggs and your bacon, then I go Surfside. All right, what do you say?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. If anybody finds themselves a little bit behind in the chat, just hit refresh on your browser. There you go.
This or that, the Lincoln Park Supper Club. Or Chops Grill.
I gotta say this one's a little too rich for my blood, so I don't know if I can comment.
So perfect. Then you're the perfect person to answer this. Which one would you pick?
I would pick Chops.
Just because it's cheaper?
No. So you guys all know I value my time on a ship. You're only there for 3 days, 4 days, 7 days, whatever it is, and I like to experience as much as possible. Lincoln Park Supper Club is an experience. There's music, there's dancing, there's a multi-course meal. Gentlemen got to wear a jacket. It is very high priced.
Yeah.
You get your money's worth. But I don't feel like I get my time's worth. You're there like 2.5 hours.
Man. So here's the thing. This is what I think. On any given ship or any given time, Chops Grill is fantastic. But between the two, I want to do the Lincoln Park Supper Club, the Empire Supper Club. We'll see what Legend offers. I want to do one of the supper clubs once. I think it's a one and done for me. I'm a foodie. I'm an experienced person. It's an experience to experience. Would you want to do the train on Utopia?
I don't know. Like maybe
you'll go sit at a show, but the train
I'm discovering more and more that I'm changing how I cruise. I'm changing my opinions have been changing.
Spin-off channel, How I Cruise.
Yeah, my opinions have been changing recently.
How Brian cruises. Who would tune in to How I Cruise? Hosted by Brian.
A lot of these people, my people. Jamie says Chops unless we can sneak into Hooked. Now we went to Hooked on Utopia.
You can't weigh in on this one. You definitely can't weigh in on Hooked.
No, Hooked was great because they had on the menu, they had surf and turf.
Right.
And I was able to order turf and turf, so I got 2 fillets.
Brian needs 0 seafood. So I thought Hooked was amazing.
The one cool part about Hooked on the Icon class ships is that's where their celebration table and chef's table is.
Yes.
So you go into Hooked and down around the corner, and that's where the chef's table celebration table is.
Yeah. I just had my last. You know what? You've been. Cheers, by the way.
Well, because you keep talking, so I've been.
I know.
Drinking.
Well, I've been drinking water, but I do have my martini.
Julie's got water.
Well, no, this is my water. And now that I have probably
lots
one more
of comments. Amy says, "I'd love to try Lincoln Park for the experience. I've done chops on other ships." Marianne says, "I'd skip both." Well, we'll see. We'll be with you in the main. I'll be with you in the main dining room then. How's that? Shayna says they have Indian food and oh no, that's
accommodations
the last one. Sorry,
were really good, Mary Ellen. I'll say that because I know that you have some dietary.
No, they were very good with that. Sharon won't eat the fancy food at the supper club. Dan says there's no Indian food. Oh, we're still back on the surf side. I'm trying to get caught up on the comments, guys. Jamie says Hooked oyster shooters are included in the drink package. Yes, they are. They are included in the drink package.
You won't get one.
I do not know from experience. All right, let's go. All right.
Playmakers and Giovanni's.
So Julie did this one intentionally. Because when you talk about specialty dining on a cruise ship,
you don't say.
When you talk about specialty dining on a cruise ship, there's 2 places that you can get Brian to go. You can get him to go to a sports bar, or you can get him to go to an Italian restaurant. And this makes me have to decide between the 2. So I know what I would actually pick.
You're gonna pick Playmakers.
I'm going to pick Playmakers, and I'm going
to even though you love love Italian and you love Giovanni's, you're going to pick Playmakers.
And it goes back to my time. It goes back to my time. I really enjoy. You order off the menu, it comes, you eat, you drink.
You need to learn to slow down and relax.
I do relax. Moving is relaxing to me.
So if you're at the supper club and enjoying it, or you're at Giovanni's and enjoying it,
I'm sitting still.
Where are you rushing off to?
I'm not. I like moving. Moving is relaxing to me. Sitting still, sitting here for an hour drive. Like I'm. You should see my left foot tapping. Like I am like. I can't sit still.
Brian doesn't sit and watch it. If you got a good hockey game or a good baseball game,
that's about it. But I'm involved in that. Like it's an experience. It's not sitting and watching. I'm participating.
But you sit and do your work for quite a while.
But I'm participating. I'm doing something.
Anyway, next. I think I don't know. I like them both. This specialty restaurant for me, I could give or take like both of them or neither of them.
Now, I will say this: we had Giovanni's on Icon for lunch, and the food was great. I had a pasta dish. There was some meatball things that were great. Yeah, okay, everything was good.
I was gonna say, if I'm with friends, Playmakers. If it's like me and you, or me and the kids, or whatever, if it's a smaller, intimate thingy kind of thing, then it would be Giovanni's. So friends and groups, Playmakers.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Easy.
Ooh, this is tough.
Easy like Sunday morning.
So do you guys like the dueling piano bar where you got two piano players?
I know Jamie's going to dueling pianos.
Or do you like the schooner bar with your marshmallow toasted marshmallow old fashioned? Mm-hmm. What's your preference here? And
so in any other ship, for me, it's going to be schooner bar.
Well, no, only 2 ships have a dueling piano besides Norwegian.
I know exactly, but I would always pick the schooner bar over a lot of places on any other ship. But because dueling pianos is offered on Icon and Star, they do so great, and it's just fun, and it's a great atmosphere that I.
Ooh, we're getting some arguments. We got some splits now. All right, here, let's go down this here.
Jamie, Julie says spelled piano bar wrong. Dueling pianos wrong.
Hold on, what did you say? Julie said schooner. Jamie said schooner. Amy said dueling pianos. Dan Kim dueling piano. Laura dueling piano. Mom schooner.
I have a special this or that just for Jamie. Dueling pianos or silent disco. Come on, Jamie. I want to hear what you have to say.
What if they did silent disco in the dueling piano bar?
Oh, okay.
We both love the toasted marshmallow old fashioned. Wendy says that's not a fair question. This first the schooner, then the piano bar till I drop.
Wendy, you hit the nail on the head because what's amazing is there's so many of these places that you can just go from one to the other. You just hop from one place to the other, and who has to pick one? You really don't have to
Marilyn
pick
says
one.
dueling pianos on MSC World America. Dueling are pianos for me. I'm going to tell you this. So we had some really good schooner bar and dueling piano players on Star of the Seas. Jan was great in the schooner bar. It was the second time we'd been with Sarah Angel over in dueling pianos. And to me, I can't make this decision without knowing who the piano player is. So
Yeah,
I have to feel it out.
Okay,
I can't make that decision because the piano player
that matters.
Controls the vibe.
That's true. The vibe is important. Because I'll get up and find another place if I'm not feeling.
There are some amazing piano players that are just not my vibe.
So here we go. Here's base camp provisions. There you go. That's all included now.
All right.
They have changed that up. You got pretzels, tots, hot dogs. You got the smash burger. I feel like there was another 2 or 3 things I don't remember.
It's not a big menu, but neither is a local fresh.
No, it's a tiny.
So these are both grab and go options while you're up on that top deck at the pool.
Yeah, we don't have to explain them all. We're just asking this chat. What do you guys want to do? El Loco Fresh. I love El Loco Fresh, but I think I like base camp now because it's new. Although I'm not going to go to base camp if I'm closer to El Loco Fresh because I love El Loco Fresh and I'm going to go where it's close. So either one, whichever one I'm closer to.
We're getting splits again now. We got Shayna says the base camp. Roger says base camp. Mary Ellen says El Loco Fresh. Mom says El Loco Fresh. Dan's going with the smash burger and tots over at base camp. Amy says tough choice. I get the pretzels and tots at the base camp, then go to El Loco Fresh and put some stuff on the tots. So the best of both worlds.
I'm not going to say who it was only because I don't remember for sure. I think I'm 90% sure, maybe 93% sure who it was. But there's another person out there who put out a video. And they did like a mashup-y kind of thing with between base camp and El Loco Fresh. And they went and they got the tots. Then they went to El Loco Fresh and they went to the toppings bar and covered those tots.
That's what Amy just said.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I tell you,
I think
this is why.
I think Matt.
You guys have cruised with us, and you know that we're in the main dining room all the time. All these options is why when we did the 3-night cruise, we didn't even go to the main dining room. So we just kind of grazed all day.
I love the main dining room.
I still gained 14 pounds.
But it's nice to be able to jump around and try
in 3 days.
Especially the main dining room is easy though, especially with the kids, because then you're not like everybody doesn't want to like as they're getting older, it's easier to say, yeah, go get what you want and come back. But I also like to sit down and have dinner as a family. So
Wendy says, I need 10-day cruises. Well, Wendy, guess what? If you reach out to us, there may or may not be some really good rates on Legend of the Seas for their 8-night sailing to the Southern Caribbean. Just saying.
Just
saying.
They're
Just saying. Which I always give Julie a hard time for saying, but I'm just saying.
I'd say it a lot. Just saying. It's my family's thing. My whole family says it. Just saying.
All right. Now we're going to chill out a little bit after dinner. Are you going to head down to the 1400 bar for your little martini with your little bubble on it? Or are you going to head up to the Overlook to the Ryan Bean and get your espresso martini? Which one? This or that? You can only pick one. Your drink package is only going to let you pick one.
I'm going to check them both out and go based on the vibe because I like them both. I think I would gravitate more towards the 1400 bar by far, for sure. However, on Icon, 1400 bar through and through. When we were on Star, that particular sailing, and I don't think it's going to be that way every time, but that particular sailing, maybe more Ryan Bean than it was 1400 bar.
Let's see. Mom says we're in. Mom, we'll talk. Let's see. Mary Ellen says I usually skip the MDR when I cruise. Let's see. So we're now the 1400 Ryan Bean. So Roger says Ryan Bean. Shana says we're going to try both. Wendy says the Overlook for the Ryan Bean. Amy says 1400. Ryan and Thompson were amazing. Did we meet Ryan and Thompson? I think we did.
I know Ryan.
Yes, we did meet Ryan.
I don't know if I remember Thompson.
Mom says the Ryan the Bean. Dan Kim says 1400. Jamie's up at the Ryan Bean. Julie says neither.
Jamie,
well, then
really,
you're going to be
I'm
like,
surprised.
well, then we'll just go without. I don't know.
Shayna, no, Shayna, I think you're going to be feeling. You would be feeling the 1400 bar.
Wendy trying to hint says Overlook is great for groups. Laura says 1400. Mary Ellen says Ryan Bean doesn't sound like it's for me. So Ryan Bean is a lot of coffee themed drinks, and
but they also have and tea too. So they have this really great hibiscus drink that I absolutely love. You know, they have a lot of things.
Mm-hmm. I am a fan of the 1400 bar, mainly because of its location. Y'all know I like to be in the middle of everything, and the 1400 bar sits right between the pub and the Starbucks, right across from the Pearl. It's right where you can. There's an escalator that goes right down to the casino. Yes, that's right. I said an escalator, and it's right below Giovanni's Wine Bar. Like, it's right in the middle of everything. So I say 14. That's 1400 for me. Jamie says Kettle One espresso martini with a coffee. I can't say that word. Boulevardier chaser.
Oh boy, your computer's going crazy again.
All right. Dan says I love the espresso martini at the Point and Feather. Let's see. All right, let's move on to the next one. Here we go.
All right, here we go.
All right. Are we going to read in the Overlook, or are we going to go listen to the band at the Royal Bay Pool?
All right.
So who's hanging with Julie and going to read, and who's coming with me to hang out and dance on the pool deck and do the wobble? Because the Royal Caribbean ships are doing the wobble now on every cruise.
So that's both of these are some of my pictures. So in the Overlook, you can see kind of the top of the pods a little bit how you can see out in front of the ship. It's such a relaxing, quiet space. And then no matter what time of day, it's not like the solarium. It's you know, anybody and everybody can be there, but it's just such a really cool, relaxing place.
Shane is going to go read in the Overlook. Kathy's going to go listen to the band. Amy's going to go listen to the band.
I'll say this: the pool band. I mean, they're so great, and it's just a fun.
Julie's going to do both. Julie, you're not. You didn't follow the instructions. This is this or that. We said it in the beginning. You have to pick one. You said neither before. You said both for this one. Have some fun, please. Pick one. Roger says the band.
You don't have to pick one. You can do both. That's what's great about a cruise.
Laura says the pool band. Mom says she's going to go read. Jamie's going to go pool band. Let's party. Yes, that's what I said. Let's see. Shana says both.
I think I'm doing both too.
I typed before hearing wobble. Yes. There is some video. So you guys got to give Julie a little pressure for some videos here. There is some wobble footage. There's definitely wobble footage.
There might even be some wobble footage with you and Shana. You guys are wobbling.
That's like 4 cruises back.
I know. Don't worry, guys.
Dan says Royal Bay Pool Band. Mary Ellen says, if I'm in the pool in the shade, otherwise Overlook. Now, Mary Ellen, I got to say this about the Icon class ships.
You will love it, Mary Ellen.
I was actually getting upset on Star. Not upset like in an angry way, but all I said to Julie was like, I just want to sit in the sun. And I'm not really supposed to be sitting in the sun right now, whatever. But like, all I want to do is sit in the sun, and all I could find was shade everywhere. And I'm like, I just want to be in the sun. So
there's a lot of shade on Icon and Star, like a lot of places, especially near the Cove Pool. We absolutely love it. And sometimes you want actually on Icon, you want a little bit more sun. So this is very true.
Wendy says pool band. Nancy says, hello, we just made it. Well, welcome in. Hope you're feeling well.
I hope that you're doing okay. We've been following you and sending our love and prayers. So
Roger says, I wobble on a cruise, but I'm not dancing. Well, that's probably because of that drink package there, Roger. Let's see. All right. You want to move on to the next one?
Yeah, let's do it. Come on.
All right, let's go to the next one because oh, here we go. Well, this is your last one. No, it's not your last one.
No, it's not.
We got like 5 more. Guys, we're going over tonight. Picture by the Pearl or picture in the Aquadome?
If it's a picture, it's got to be by the Pearl.
Hey, Julie, both.
Yes, both.
Yes.
Everybody knows both.
Take pictures, as many pictures as you can. All right.
I'm if between the two of them though, I want a picture by the pearl.
Of course you do. You love your pearl.
I do. But I also love the overlooking and the dome. I mean, but the pearl is such a, dare I say, iconic.
Yeah. All right, everybody said pearl except for Jamie. So, Jamie, we're going to do a group cruise picture in the Aquadome. We'll meet you there. Okay, let's see. Let's go next. All right, are we going to the show Back to the Future, or are we going back to the club? We going dancing in the club or watching the show? What are we doing?
I love a good show. I loved Back to the Future too. So
Back to the Future was really good.
awesome.
It was impressive. It was really good.
They did amazing.
We did try Red, the nightclub experience on our last ship. I know that's hard for y'all to believe that we were in the nightclub, but we were there. We also went to the Royal Capakai party on Utopia. We didn't go on Star, but we did go on Utopia. We did that, the frat party, the Royal Caribbean frat party. We were there. Amy says Back to the Future. Dan says the show. Mary Ellen says the show. Roger says the show. All right, so let's. All right, for that.
Amy, how she said it was top notch. Did they make it through 100% awesome? Just early sailing, whatever. It was. I can't say enough about the effects, the timing, the cast. I thought it was phenomenal.
Mom says Back to the Future, then to the club. Hey, Mom.
You can take Mom to the club. I'm going to bed.
Okay. All right, let's keep going. All right, are we going to try all the drinks? Or are we going to try all the food? What's more important to you? You going to try all the drinks?
We all know everybody wants to do both. What do you want? This or that? For me, on these ships, on Star of the Seas, you're going to be floored. For me, it's try all the food.
Well, I know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Well, for you?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because every bar has gin. So you just go get your
I'm
gin
not very
and try the food.
Because you know what? So many of the drink specials that they have are very, very sweet. And I don't like very, very sweet.
Let's see. Shana says both. Amy said they did have one technical stoppage.
Okay, so but that's amazing. I mean, can you mean it was just so cool.
Daniel says never clubber. I think Daniel's choice is whatever's in the casino. Dan says try all the drinks. Julie says the food. Mom says food. Laura says food. Trying to click on them all here. Mary Ellen says neither. Shana says serious answer. Food. Matt says all the food. Wendy says food because the drinks. A lot of the drinks are very sugary. They are very sugary.
Yes to that.
Except for the gin. The gin does not have a lot of sugar in it. It's more, what is it, cucumber based or juniper or something. We learned that on Silversea.
You did.
I did. Amy says both. That's why I walked off blood. I told you I gained 14 pounds in 3 days. Matt says I wobble after eating too much. Let's see. Shins are killing us with the commercials. All right, we're gonna have to look into that. We're gonna have to look into that. I don't know what happened. Something. I was playing with settings. I must have screwed something up. I'm sorry. All right, let's see here. All right, are we going to the Lemon Post? Are we getting a Lemon Post sippy, or are we getting a Lemon Post martini? Or are we getting the Lemon Post martini in the sippy cup?
To emphasize, I do believe that you can get either non-alcoholic or alcoholic in that sippy.
So that's just dangerous.
I think so. That's what I'm thinking as I'm saying it. But it's not like you're going to
imagine a bunch of adults just walking around with little Capri Sun things.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, you know, like you're not supposed to pick up anybody else's drink anyway. So
that's not what I'm worried about. I'm just worried about these people walking around like.
Yeah, you can get either or and both, right? I meant to get one and I didn't. I should have.
Let's see. Martini in the sippy. Oh, Mary Ellen says she got 4 commercials.
You can always get the martini in the sippy.
All right, we're gonna look into this commercial.
All right, guys.
Julie says 3 so far. Wow. All right. Sorry, guys. All right, let's see. All right, are we going to the walk-up window for your Izumi in the park for your walk-up sushi, or are we going to go sit down at the hibachi table?
I mean, how do you pick? This one's a hard one.
This one's easy for me.
Well, yeah, you don't eat sushi, so you're definitely going to hibachi.
Yes, I am.
For me,
and loving every minute of it.
I'm gonna pick Izumi in the park because I can go grab it 2 or 3 times a day if I want. And they have tempura. They have amazing little like drinks. They have like other things. But it's a very, very, very small menu for a very. It is an upcharge. They're both upcharged, but I mean, I love hibachi. I love a good hibachi, so I'll go sit at hibachi anytime.
Mom says
between
Izumi.
the two. Good job, Mom.
Amy says the walk up was cool. They had a bubble cone ice cream. Yes, they did. You got that the one time.
I love Izumi in the park. Love it.
Jamie says hibachi.
And
Laura says hibachi.
I actually wish that it was easier. Like I almost want like I don't know, like I want a quicker, easier sushi way. But this is amazing. So, and if you see it in that picture there, well, no, it's okay. I was gonna say you got the little alien there that was in Central Park, one of them.
That's who you give your order to.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Well, that's I did, and he didn't give me any sushi.
Here,
so, all right, we're almost done, guys.
All right, what are we doing?
All right, are we going to Deserted up by Thrill Island up in base camp and getting a milkshake, or are we going to head down to Sprinkles and grab an ice cream cone? What's your choice? Ice cream cone or milkshake?
I know what I'm going to pick. I know what you're going to pick too, and it's going to be different. What are you picking?
What am I picking? I don't know. I'm not a big ice cream guy. I got to be honest. I don't think I got.
You're not a big ice cream guy.
Did I get a milkshake on? I don't remember.
No, because you don't want to pay for it.
This is true.
But the kids got them.
They did.
But every time we go anywhere, anytime else, you get a milkshake.
I know.
You are not a big ice cream guy.
And I should not drink milkshakes.
You're not a big ice cream guy, but you're a big milkshake guy.
All right. So let's see here.
Anyway,
so who's going to dessert? Who's going to Sprinkles?
I'm picking Sprinkles.
Looks like we got another split here. So let's see. Dan says Sprinkles. Mom says Deserted. So Julie says Sprinkles. Now, Utopia, they actually had Sprinkles with Sprinkles. I did not see that on Star or on Icon.
No, I looked for it, and yeah, they didn't have the actual Sprinkles. They didn't have...
You could go into Sugar Beach next door and ask for Sprinkles.
Well, Sugar Beach, that's an upcharge.
Yeah, but if you just ask for some Sprinkles, they'll give you some. Jamie says Sprinkles for me, Deserted for Sharon. Wendy says Sprinkles.
It's just nice
Roger
to be able
says
to pass by.
Deserted milkshake over the cone.
By the way, emphasize Deserted is an upcharge. Sprinkles is free.
Correct.
Deserted is like $14-15 for the milkshake, and even more if you have the drink package, even more if you want to add a shot of an alcohol in it. But Sprinkles is free. It is just they pass the cone, and and if you bring a cup, they will fill the cup instead of the cone. Tip: you have to bring your own cup because they don't have them there. But another tip: bring a cup, fill it with a little bit of, have them fill it with a bit of ice cream, then go and get some milk somewhere, which is complimentary. Put it in there, stir it up, and you have yourself a milkshake.
There you go.
Ha. You're welcome.
Let's see. Mark's a milkshake guy, but a simple shake. Judy says, I bring chocolate sprinkles with me on board. I'm obsessed.
That is a great idea. There are things that I bring on board with me. Like I bring my own iced tea sometimes. I bring my own like creamers sometimes. I bring my own little things. That's a good one. Sprinkles is a great idea, especially with the kids. Mm-hmm. I love that tip. All
right. So we're going to pull into Port and Coco Cay.
What are we doing?
Are you getting off the ship and going to Perfect Day at Coco Cay, or are you going to stay on the ship?
And we're talking Star here. We're talking Star.
Staying on Star.
Are you staying on Star? The ship that is, I call a resort on the water. Are you staying on Star, or are you getting off and enjoying Coco Cay because they are both absolutely amazing. You can't go wrong. There's so much to do on both. What are you going to
do? So you guys know Coco Cay is one of my favorite places. We've done a lot of group cruises that stop at Coco Cay. We've done a lot of non-groups that go to Coco Cay.
It is the #1 requested destination.
We always go. I'll tell you, when we were on Icon, we did not get off the ship in Coco Cay. When we were on Star, we did not get off the ship in Coco Cay. So
did we get off in Utopia?
We did.
We did.
We did. Well, one day we did. One day we did. One day we did.
Yes,
there was because we did two stops at Coco Cay. But
did we?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because it was the two sailings.
I was thinking one sailing. I was like, what?
So let's see here. Amy says Coco Cay. Julie says go ashore.
Lots of Coco Cays.
Wendy says going ashore.
It is the #1
Mom says
requested
Coco
destination.
Cay.
And what a great place, because it is literally like it's an extension of the ship. You get off and everything that you have on the ship is there. I mean, your food's included.
Marianne says Coco Cay. I've never been there. Marianne, you haven't been to Coco Cay yet?
You have to go to Coco Cay. It's such an amazing, and we're not going to even start, and I never want to touch it. I'm not going to touch it with a 10-foot pole because you're never going to everybody's going to be very, very opinionated if they've been there and know it. But I won't compare Coco Cay to the new Celebration Key. I won't. But
they're not the same.
They're not the same. I will say that. That's the one thing that I'll say. You can't compare them because you're comparing apples to like
broccoli.
A pomegranate.
Okay. Hi, Sugar. Thanks for joining us. Laura says stay on the ship. Wendy says mashed potatoes and gravy drink. Coco Cay.
I'm at the point where if I have other sailings on other ships, I'll get off of Coco Cay. But I do think that the Icon class ships have so much to offer that you don't want to miss, that I'm okay with staying on the ship. So
Shannon says, I'm excited for the upcoming improvements to Great Stirrup Key. Well, guess what? Great Stirrup Key definitely needs some improvements, because the last time we were at Coco Cay, we watched all those people over on Great Stirrup Key just waving at us, going, please, can we come over? People were actually booking the jet ski excursion just to come over to Coco Cay.
Is that the last one?
That's your last one.
All right. So then I think that, I don't know. What do you guys think? Super, super fun. Love still kind of hanging on Star for a bit, because really she might be my favorite ship now. I mean, my favorite ship of all time. I love her.
Well, guys, we had a plan for tonight. We had a plan to go through all this or that. And at the end,
I know you all want to know.
And at the end, announce, here's the date for the Star of the Seas group cruise. Unfortunately, we're still waiting to hear back on the exact date.
Okay, so listen, we don't have an exact date for a very specific reason, but
here's what we can say.
Very, very
2027.
It won't be in 2026. 2026. 2027. Early 2027.
It will be very, very early.
Very early 2027.
Very early 2027. Very early 27.
Very early 2027.
Like probably January, but very unlikely, possibly February, but probably January. Kind of, probably, sort of.
We're thinking January. We're trying really hard. So anyway,
there's some logistical things that need to get worked out before we can actually say it officially.
So if you're interested, send us a message. As soon as we have the details,
and we'll put you on the list.
Actually, if you send us a message, you will be the first to know before we even announce it. How's that? Send us a message if you're interested. Hopefully January 2027, Star of the Seas with How We Cruise, and we will definitely.
And we're hoping to hear back soon, because we know that if anybody books in the first week that we announce it, we're going to be able to get a little bit of something extra. So get your credit cards ready. Send us an email. Let us know. I
book through you. Will you give me something extra?
No. But we may have an opportunity that I don't want to promise anything yet. There might be specialty dining involved. I don't know. We'll see. We'll
I'll
see.
take anything. Whatever.
There's definitely onboard credit. We'll see.
All right.
All right.
So yeah, so it start does leave at a Port Canaveral.
It does.
It will be a 7-night
and
or
it'll be
7-day, 7-night.
it'll be your typical how we cruise, group cruise. We will have an excursion in at least one port. We will have stuff to do on the ship.
It'll be a lot of fun.
It'll be a lot of fun.
Anyway, I guess anything else to say?
So thanks for coming for this or that. Thanks for joining us. It's going to be another busy week. The kids starting school on Tuesday. Everybody enjoy your Labor Day tomorrow.
Happy Labor Day weekend. Enjoy. I hope everybody has a nice day tomorrow, and hopefully you have off. And until then, I guess we're just gonna have to see you on the seas.